Oke, standby, kamera ready, sound ready, 3, 2, 1, action.
Today, Group 1 of English for Computer 2 will present our material on programming language. First, let us introduce ourselves. I'm Maria Stefania Sangkwen and my friend.
I am Safira Maria Meldaukat.
I am Fauzia.
I am Padre Pio Crisantus.
I am Mikael Litebiklau.
I am Yohanes Don Bosco Kolo.
That concludes our introduction. Before we dive into the material, I'll briefly explain what programming language is. So, programming language is a specific human-readable way of telling of computer what to do. For instance, if I said, "Hey computer, count to 5," it won't know what to do. But if I use a programming language to send instruction to a computer, I can get it to do all sorts of things, including counting to 5. A programming language is built out of series of symbols, where symbols represent precise instruction for the computer. This symbol combined create a computer program, which is a set instruction for a computer to follow. When learning to code, you'll need to understand basic coding concepts that are shared between all programming languages. But some languages make certain things easier to do.
Computer's language. The user of a computer must be able to communicate with it. That means he must be able to give the computer's commands and understand the output that the computer generates. This is possible due to the invention of computer's language. Basically, there are two main categories of a computer's language, namely low-level language and high-level language. Let us take a brief look at both these types of computer's language. 1. Low-level language. Low-level language are the basic computer's instruction, or better known as machine code. A computer cannot understand any instruction given to it by the user in English or any other high-level language. These low-level languages are very easy understandable by the machine. The main function of low-level language is to interact with the hardware of the computers. They help in operating, syncing, and managing all the hardware and system components of the computers. They handle all the instructions which form the architecture of the hardware system. Machine language. This is one of the most basic low-level language. The language was first developed to interact with the first generation computers. It is written in binary code or machine code, which means it basically comprises of only two digits, 1 and 0. Assembly language. This is the second generation programming language. It is the development on the machine language, where instead of using only numbers, we use English words, names, and symbols. It is most basic computer language necessary of any high-level language. When we talk about high-level language, these are programming language. Some prominent examples are Pascal, Fortran, C++, etc. The important features about such high-level language is that they allow the programmer to write programs for all types of computers and systems. Every instruction in high-level language is converted to machine language for the computer to comprehend. Scripting language. Scripting language or script are essentially programming language. This language employ a high-level construct which allow it to interpret and execute one command at the time. Scripting languages are easier to learn and execute than compile language. Some examples are AppleScript, JavaScript, Perl. Object-oriented language that are high-level language that focus on the object rather than the action. To accomplish this, the focus will be on that logic. The reasoning behind is that the programmers really cares about the object they wish to manipulate rather than the logic needed to manipulate that. Some examples include Java, C++, Python, Switch, etc. Procedural programming language. This is a type of programming language that has well structured steps and complex procedures within its programming to compose as complete programming. It has a systematic order function and commands to complete a task or a program. Fortran, Algol, Basic, COBOL are some examples.
Bahasa komputer. Pengguna komputer harus dapat berkomunikasi dengannya. Ini berarti dia harus dapat memberikan perintah kepada komputer dan memahami keluaran yang dihasilkan komputer. Hal ini dimungkinkan karena adanya penemuan bahasa komputer. Pada dasarnya ada dua kategori utama bahasa komputer, yaitu bahasa tingkat rendah dan bahasa tingkat tinggi. Mari kita lihat secara singkat kedua jenis bahasa komputer ini. Yang pertama, bahasa tingkat rendah. Bahasa tingkat rendah adalah instruksi dasar komputer atau lebih dikenal sebagai kode mesin komputer. Tidak dapat memahami instruksi apapun yang diberikan kepadanya oleh pengguna dalam bahasa Inggris atau bahasa tingkat tinggi lainnya. Bahasa tingkat rendah ini sangat mudah dipahami oleh mesin. Fungsi utama bahasa tingkat rendah adalah untuk berinteraksi dengan perangkat keras komputer. Mereka membantu dalam pengoperasian, sinkronisasi, dan pengolahan semua perangkat keras dan komputer sistem komputer. Mereka menangani semua instruksi yang membentuk arsitektur sistem perangkat keras. Bahasa mesin. Ini adalah salah satu bahasa tingkat rendah yang paling dasar. Bahasa ini pertama kali dikembangkan untuk berinteraksi dengan komputer generasi pertama. Bahasa ini ditulis dalam kode biner atau kode mesin yang berarti pada dasarnya hanya terdiri dari dua digit, 1 dan 0. Bahasa assembly. Ini adalah bahasa pemrograman generasi kedua. Ini adalah pengembangan dari bahasa mesin di mana alih-alih hanya menggunakan angka, kita menggunakan kata-kata, nama, dan simbol bahasa Inggris. Ini adalah bahasa komputer paling dasar yang diperlukan untuk setiap prosesor. Kedua, bahasa tingkat tinggi. Ketika kita berbicara tentang bahasa tingkat tinggi, ini adalah bahasa pemrograman. Beberapa contoh yang menonjol adalah Pascal, Fortran, C++, dan lain-lain. Fitur penting tentang bahasa tingkat tinggi adalah bahwa mereka memungkinkan pemrograman untuk menulis program untuk semua jenis komputer dan sistem. Setiap instruksi dalam bahasa tingkat tinggi dikonversi ke bahasa mesin agar dapat dipahami oleh komputer. Bahasa skrip. Bahasa skrip atau skrip pada dasarnya adalah bahasa pemrograman. Bahasa-bahasa ini menggunakan konstruksi tingkat tinggi yang memungkinkannya untuk menafsirkan dan menjalankan satu perintah dalam satu waktu. Bahasa skrip lebih mudah dipelajari dan dijalankan daripada bahasa yang dikompilasi. Beberapa contohnya adalah AppleScript, JavaScript, Perl, dan lain-lain. Bahasa berorientasi objek. Ini adalah bahasa tingkat tinggi yang berfokus pada objek daripada tindakan. Untuk mencapai ini, fokusnya adalah pada data daripada logika. Alasan dibaliknya adalah bahwa pemrograman benar-benar peduli tentang objek yang ingin mereka manipulasi daripada logika yang diperlukan untuk memanipulasinya. Beberapa contohnya termasuk Java, C++, Python, Swift, dan lain-lain. Bahasa pemrograman prosedural. Ini adalah jenis bahasa pemrograman yang memiliki langkah-langkah terstruktur dengan baik dan prosedur kompleks dalam pemrogramannya untuk menyusun program lengkap. Ia memiliki fungsi dan perintah urutan sistematis untuk menyelesaikan tugas atau program. Fortran, Algol, Basic, COBOL adalah beberapa contohnya.
Right, let's move on to the first quiz. Please get our paper and pen ready and write down your name, student ID, and quiz 1. My friend will be reading out the questions.
Okay, ready? Answer the following questions. Quiz 1. Give reason why computer user must be able to communicate with computer language. Number 2. Name 2 main categories of computer language. Number 3. What is low-level language? Number 4. What is high-level language? Number 5. What is the beneficial of low-level language? And number 6. What is the important feature of high-level language?
What is the future simple tense? The future simple tense is used to talk about action or event that will happen in the future. The main keyword is will. Formula of the future simple tense. There are 3 main forms in the future simple tense. Affirmative, subject plus will plus verb 1. Example, she will born tomorrow. Negative, subject plus will not, won't plus verb 1. Example, they won't born tonight. Interrogative, question. Will plus subject plus verb 1. Example, will you born next week? Short form. Besides the long form, we can also use the short form. I will, il, you will, you'll, he will, he'll, they will, they'll. Example, upon you soon. Time expressions. The future simple is usually used with time expression such as tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. Tonight, soon, in a week, in a month, in a year. Complete example sentence. Now let's look at some examples. Affirmative, she will travel to Bali next month. Negative, they won't eat dinner tonight. Interrogative, will you come to the party tomorrow?
Quiz future simple tense. Will. Number 1. Choose the correct answer. She blah 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 go to school tomorrow. A. will, be, want, see, is, the, was. Number 2, complete the sentence negative. They blah 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 not play football tonight. Number 3, choose the correct question. A, he will come next week. B, will he come next week. C, comes he will next week. D, will comes he next week. Number 5, change into the short form. I will help you blah blah blah. Number 5, identify the sentence type we want in pizza tonight. A, affirmative. B, negative. C, interrogative. Number 6, choose the correct time expression. No, she will visit her grandmother. A, yesterday. B, tomorrow. C, last week. D, ago.
That concludes our presentation. Hopefully it's beneficial and that's to our content about programming language. Thank you. Bye.